Welcome back to the Project Gen X podcast, and I guess more importantly, welcome to 2026. Can you believe it's 2026? I mean, this is...
Can you believe that I still come over here and do this podcast with you?
Yeah, well, you know.
And you haven't run me off yet?
Well, we've been doing this for
off and on at this point.
Yeah, we did kind of take almost a year break.
By the way, I am Big Dave, the other guy.
Oh yeah, I'm Alan Smith. For those of you who've never been here before, and I'm hoping that some people are still like hanging on.
Or if you've forgotten who we are, even though you used to listen.
I know it's been. Last year was just a lot happened, and it just kept happening, and now it seems that we're on the other side of it, which is good. So.
Did you really just jinx us like that?
I know. Well, jeez. With everything that's happened this week, I'm just like, okay, I guess 2026 is gearing up to...
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I know. So it's...
Let's hope not.
So, yeah.
Should we catch up on everything that's been going on since...
Holidays came and went.
Halloween Fest?
Yeah, we...
Yeah,
we had some technical difficulties with a piece of equipment that is finally being worked on, and we're back to our old setup again. We haven't really decided what we're doing next, as far as some other stuff that we've been working on or we at least have had in the pipeline for a while. But we're getting there, and Dave has come out of retirement from playing music. Yeah. So
I got forced to bring my drum kit to Alan's house, and I ended up in an Insta band.
Yep, we had a drummer that quit from my band, and I was like, Dave, you're going to play. I didn't give him an option.
It wasn't a question.
You're going to play.
It was get your stuff out of storage and bring it over.
Bring it over here. We're going to start this thing, and so we have. And here we are, and
I'm looking at buying a second motorcycle.
Dave's looking to buy another motorcycle. I turned another year old.
Today is your birthday.
Well, as we're recording this, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. So this is what I'm doing for my birthday. And
you dirty rat, you.
Yeah, well, but since we are, coming back, when we decided, rather than just coming back and do our usual, we'll just grab random stuff. I'll tell you where this came from. We're going to, what is Ziggy doing?
Just got nosed in the crotch.
Well, that's what Ziggy does.
Wow.
You got to watch her. Ziggs, hey. So there is a documentary that came out back in the fall called I Like Me, which is about John Candy. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It is a really good documentary of somebody who was beloved in Hollywood, and no, there's nothing in there. Sorry.
No, it's better for my health.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think there's still some candy left over from Christmas and Halloween for the Xanders in there.
No, I don't know.
Anyway, so I watched this. It really is. It's a great documentary about John Candy and someone who was absolutely beloved in Hollywood. Like literally nobody had anything bad to say about the man.
Yeah.
But one of the things, and Macaulay Culkin, they talked to him because he worked with him and Uncle Buck, and so it was one of those things that Macaulay Culkin made the statement. He said, people, when you talk about John Hughes, they think of Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
He said, Molly Ringwald did the same amount of John Hughes movies as I did, which was 3. Mm-hmm. It's like John Candy did 6. He's like, so you should think of John Candy when you think about John Hughes movies.
Yeah.
Okay. And it got me thinking. I was like, you know what? Especially with us being a Gen X podcast, we really ought to start doing some John Hughes movies because we never have. We have not covered. What are you doing? Are you taking pictures?
I'm documenting 2026.
All right,
podcast
fine.
of 2026.
There will probably be some pictures up on the Discord
am I
at some point.
distracting you?
I was just like, get that camera out of there. I have a tendency to stay away from cameras as it is, so it's anyway.
I don't believe that ever.
Oh,
you are not camera shy.
Oh, you have no idea how camera shy I really am.
Sure.
But anyway, so I was like, we probably should start looking into John Hughes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what we're doing this is hey, we're back for 2026, and this is what we're going to be doing. Basically, is that we're going to go start with John Hughes movies and just kind of go through them.
Okay.
Because that's John Hughes movies are very seminal to
Our generation.
to Generation X. I mean, no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Yep. The millennials keep trying to claim it.
Yeah,
but,
I know. You know, that irritates me
Screw those guys.
because it's like, look, don't get me wrong. There are movies that I really love that are from generations prior
Yeah.
to me, that are about generations prior to me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they belong to those generations.
Exactly. And for whatever reason, because the millennials are so much like the boomers and they just have to, let's be honest. Here's my take on it. The boomers, when you think about them, it's like, okay, fine. They got the 60s
And Woodstock.
and the 70s, pretty much, okay?
And disco. I blame them
even
for
the
disco.
50s a little bit, okay? They get the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
That's more silent generation.
Well, but but they were really coming in. That's when they started there. And then and then let's be honest, the 80s and the early 90s belong to us. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I mean, it's like that's where, hey, that's Gen X. And then the millennials, have, should get the last half of the 90s, then on through, to the 2010s or whatever, Well, no. They want the 80s, they want the 90s, they want the 2000s, they want the 2010s, they want the 2020s.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, the boomers, they want the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, is whatever. It's like, look, dude, seriously, if there is a decade that is ours, it's the 80s in whole, okay?
Yeah.
There are no ifs, ands, buts about it.
And the first half of the 90s.
But we've got
Honestly,
a generation on either side of us that's trying to claim all of it.
Honestly, the Zoomers ought to be as angry at the millennials as we are at them because
They really, yeah.
they're trying to take half of their
Oh, I know.
time period,
Believe
too.
well, again, it's that whole. The boomers and the millennials are so much alike. That's why they don't get along. And so, I mean, it's just me. And so,
I'd actually rather hang out with the Zoomers.
yeah.
They're
My kid's Gen Z.
They're
or
more like
actually,
us.
No,
Is he Z or is he Alpha?
he's Alpha. My stepdaughter's Gen Z.
Yeah.
And she's cool. I
And,
mean, that's,
let's be honest, X and Z are raising the next generation like us. Mm-hmm. So
pretty much. Anyway,
get ready to have your feelings hurt a lot.
So anyways, back to the whole John Hughes. So it was like I sat down. I was like, okay, and I sent this over to Dave. Like, hey, let's look at this. And how many? Let me ask you, and I know you kind of know this a little bit, but for those of you listening at home, ask yourself, how many movies did John Hughes direct?
It was only like 6 or 7, wasn't it?
It's 8 in total.
8? Okay. He was a writer on a crap ton.
Well, but here's the thing.
He was a producer
okay, so
on a crap ton.
These are the movies that he directed, okay? Starting with 16 Candles,
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, She's Having a Baby, Uncle Buck, and Curly Sue.
Love Uncle Buck.
Okay, so that basically
I'll be honest,
is,
I don't think I've ever seen Curly Sue.
I did a long time ago, but it's been
Yeah.
So basically, from 84, he basically had a run of from 84 to 91. He did
Yep.
8 movies in that. He directed 8 movies in that time.
Yep.
Now, as a producer, he also produced Pretty in Pink,
Yep.
which we all think of as a John Hughes movie.
Ducky.
Some Kind of Wonderful.
That's a great movie.
She's Having a Baby. The Great Outdoors.
That's a great movie.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Home Alone.
That's another good one, though.
Career Opportunities.
Oh, I forget. Isn't that, that's Michael J. Fox, isn't it?
No.
No?
No, you're thinking about Secret of My Success.
Yeah, that's
no,
it.
Career Opportunities has got Jennifer Connelly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Come on, that scene we all know of her on the
Oh, the quarter horse.
on the quarter. Yeah,
That's exactly what
it's
it is.
exactly. That's all. Yeah,
It's one of those rides that you put
Yep.
out.
You put a quarter in it, and it rocks back and forth.
Yep.
And her in that white tank top. Yep, we all know it. And it's Only the Lonely.
Sorry, I got distracted. What'd you say?
Yeah, I know. So Only the Lonely. He produced that.
Yeah.
Dutch.
Oh, I didn't realize that was one of his.
Yep. Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
He produced Dennis the Menace.
I just want you to know, nobody else was showing Kevin which way, to go in the hotel lobby.
Yeah. Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Baby's Day Out. the remake of Miracle on 34th Street.
I'm going to chill on that one.
Disney, the live-action 101 Dalmatians.
No.
Flubber, which is another, Disney. It's a remake of the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Home Alone 3, which we don't have to talk about that. And then a couple of movies, Reach the Rock and New Southport, which I don't know. Okay.
No.
So that's basically...
Tell you what, the millennials can have those last three. I'll let them have them.
But then as a writer...
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is yeah.
Now he did a few, like he wrote some stuff or wrote or co-wrote some stuff that I don't. Delta House, the Secret Life of Nikola Tesla.
Oh wait, you didn't see Delta House
from 1979?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
That was in USA Up All Night.
It may have been
movie.
Class Reunion, At Ease. These are they. But he wrote Mr. Mom.
Yep.
Which he wrote Vacation.
Yep.
He wrote another one called Nate and Hayes. I don't know what that is. He wrote European Vacation.
Yep.
Of course, he wrote The Breakfast Club and Weird Science and Pretty in Pink and Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Some Kind of Wonderful, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, She's Having a Baby, The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Career Opportunities, Dutch, Curly Sue, Beethoven.
Oh, the dog
movies. He wrote all those.
Yeah.
He wrote all of those.
That's unfortunate.
Home Alone 2. He wrote Dennis the Menace.
That's unfortunate.
He wrote Baby's Day Out. He wrote Miracle on 34th Street, 101 Dalmatians, Flubber, Home Alone 3. And then, of course, the thing is he died in 2009. Okay?
Heart attack.
Heart attack. But he also wrote some movie called Just Visiting. He did Beethoven's Fourth, Home Alone 4, which I didn't even realize existed. He wrote the story for Made in Manhattan, the Jennifer Lopez movie.
Yeah.
He wrote Beethoven's Fifth. He wrote Drill Bit Taylor. Do you remember that movie?
No.
All right. It's wow.
Owen.
Owen
Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah. Hotel Hell Vacation. I've never heard of.
Nope.
Beethoven's Christmas Adventure.
No one cares about Beethoven. I hated it.
Let's say here's the thing: is it like it stops at Drill Bit Taylor because he died? Okay,
Yeah.
But he's credited with Hotel Hell Vacation, which was apparently a short. Beethoven's Christmas Adventure, Home Alone: The Holiday Heist, which apparently was a straight-to-video something or other. Beethoven's Treasure Trail, the reboot of Vacation. With that had
where Rusty was the dad.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? It was
Christina Applegate.
Yeah,
was
Christina
in
Applegate.
And
Actually, I saw what they were trying to do, but
right,
it wasn't great.
Right. But those were all credited because of the original characters that they created. Whatever. So I had posed the question to Dave: what do we consider because of the writing and the production, the producing and the directing, what do we consider the canon of John Hughes?
Oh, that's a good question.
Now I posit that the 8 movies he directed,
absolutely,
obviously,
yeah,
and I think because I think that we have to go with the stuff that some of the stuff that he produced also.
Pretty in Pink, definitely.
Pretty in Pink,
Uncle Buck,
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Absolutely.
No, well, he directed Uncle Buck, but he produced The Great Outdoors.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't consider Christmas Vacation
a John Hughes film.
A John Hughes film.
Are you kidding me?
I don't consider because it's like I just don't consider those movies.
That is like the pinnacle of the National Lampoon Vacation movies. That's
it may be.
That's like the best one out of all of them.
But I have never thought that those because the thing is he wrote the other 2. He wrote all 3 of them. So
and it's based
do we consider those movies John Hughes movies?
I don't know about the original or European, but I think you've got to do
really.
Yeah, because it's in that neighborhood. Like Kevin and his family would have been in the same neighborhood area as the Griswolds. It's all in that same area.
Whenever someone says John Hughes, there's a whole bunch of movies that go through my head.
Yeah.
And Christmas Vacation is just not one of them. Now, Home Alone is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, and that's, again, that was a production.
When you look at the houses and kind of look at the area.
I get that.
Kevin would have lived around the corner from the Griswolds.
I get that. So, but Home Alone, Career Opportunities.
Yeah.
I really like Only the Lonely. Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's John Candy.
I don't know.
Okay. I remember.
I don't remember it.
John Candy, Ali Sheedy, and who plays John Candy's mom?
I can't believe I don't remember it because I would have
Maureen O'Hara.
I would have watched anything that Ali Sheedy was in.
Yeah, but it's.
I had the biggest crush on her for the longest time.
It is. Only the Lonely is. It's a more serious movie than what you would think from a John Candy. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's
John
still
Candy's done some
I know, but
stuff.
it's it's not the slapsticks whackety schmackety, that you expect out of him.
Yeah.
It's, a whole deal where he's a police officer and he's taking care, he takes care of his mom, that kind of stuff. And he meets Ali Sheedy.
Yeah.
And there's problems because, he's dedicated to his mother, but he's also in love and,
Yeah.
And it's a good movie. I don't know that I consider it a John Hughes movie, though. I mean, in the way that like I said, I love the movie.
Yeah,
I really do. We'll come back.
Probably
to this.
think of that as more of a John Candy movie because there's John Hughes movies
and there's John Candy
and then there's
right.
John
I get that.
Candy movies.
But it was produced by John Hughes.
What was it, Wagons West?
Yeah, but but that wasn't John Hughes at all.
No, I know, but
that is a John Candy movie.
Definitely a John Candy.
Wagons
movie.
East.
Wagons, yeah, okay.
So
yep,
Dutch.
Yeah,
we consider that one. Curly Sue. Yeah, that was one of the. Okay, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
But none of the Home Alones after that.
Yeah, well, no, there are no Home Alones after that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
But Dennis the Menace.
No.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
Okay, let's do it like this. There are Gen X John Hughes movies, and then there are millennial.
Well, that would be Baby's Day Out.
Yep.
101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
Flubber.
Yep.
All
of the Beethoven garbage.
So I guess what we're saying. Hold on.
Yeah, get a piece of paper and write this down.
I know I have. Is there a pad over there?
There's not.
Yeah. I'm going to use this.
What do you got there?
Nothing important.
It's an envelope.
Yeah, it's from 2 cars ago. So
is that the title from 2 cars ago?
No, it's not the title. It's just. I think it's this is where I had some work done on it or something.
Oh, it's
it's a receipt. All right. So what we are determining that what we're going to cover and what we consider to be John Hughes. That's again and we get into the writing stuff. Okay, let's go look at writing before we get into this. So I love Mr. Mom. I do not ever consider that to be.
That's a Michael Keaton movie.
Yeah. Again, with the vacation movies, anything else in here that jumps out as Beethoven. I don't consider Beethoven.
That's
John
a millennial
Hughes
movie.
Well, I mean, I just don't consider it a John Hughes movie. I understand that John Hughes is not just one thing, but that still is. So we're gonna start with 16 Candles. Come on, I can get my pen to work. 16 Candles.
Do you need a blue chew for
that? I got it. The Breakfast Club. Pretty in Pink.
Yep, I agree.
I'm trying to go a little bit in order here.
Especially because of Annie Potts.
Weird Science.
I love that movie.
All right. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth between. Okay, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Love that movie.
Let's see. What's after Ferris Bueller?
Bueller?
Some Kind of Wonderful.
That's a great movie. I'm just reiterating what I've already said.
That I will have to go back and rewatch and see if I still feel the same way about it.
How can you not feel the same way about it? That's a great movie.
You don't know how I felt about it initially, so. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
If you didn't like that movie from the get-go, there is, well, what am I saying? You don't like The Godfather, so there's definitely something wrong with you.
Let's see. She's Having a Baby.
No.
Do what?
No. You're writing that on our list?
Both directed and produced by. It's one of the 8 that he directed. So yes, it's in the canon. The Great Outdoors.
That's
a great.
Yeah.
Anytime someone ever asks me, "You want a hot dog?" I always say, "No, they're just made out of lips and assholes."
Wow.
Uncle Buck. Okay.
And that's a trifecta because you get John Hughes, John Candy, and Macaulay Culkin.
All right. So now, here's the question. Are we putting Christmas Vacation on the list?
Yes, put that on the list.
Apparently, we were putting Christmas Vacation.
Do not make me fight you.
I'm not saying I don't like the movie. I just don't consider it All right, Home Alone.
Yeah. It has all the feel of a Hughes movie.
Okay.
I wasn't talking to you.
Career Opportunities, which I'm really looking forward to going back and rewatching because I remember loving it back in the day. Haven't seen it in a long time. Did we decide not to put Only the Lonely on here, or are we going to? I kind of feel like it needs to be on here.
I don't know because I don't know that I've seen it.
We'll put it
on
there.
So I'll allow it
because it is. It's John Candy. I mean,
yeah.
Dutch.
Yeah.
All right. Curly Sue.
I can't really say on that one because I haven't seen that one.
I saw it a long time, but it was the last movie he directed. So I'm going the 8. That's the last of the 8. So all the 8 movies that he directed gets on this. Okay. Home Alone 2. All right, writing this down. And then I don't think we're doing anything beyond that because that's when we were getting into Dennis the Menace, Baby's Day Out, Miracle on 34. Although Baby's Day Out, I might go to bat for.
I don't remember seeing it. So.
It's a lot of whackety schmackety John Hughes type stuff. Laura Flynn Boyle. What are the guys' names? Joe Montana, Joe Pantaleone.
Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to put Baby's Day Out on this because it feels like that movie of all of these feels like the most John Hughes, like 90s stuff. So we'll put Baby's Day Out because he really did go into more family friendly stuff.
I can't really say anything until we watch it.
All right, so this is our final list. And we're going to start with the first one. And this is in order of how they were released. Okay?
All right.
16 Candles.
Woo!
The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Pretty in Pink.
Yes.
Weird Science.
Yes.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Yes.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes.
She's Having a Baby. The Great Outdoors.
Yes.
Uncle Buck.
Yes.
Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Home Alone.
Yes.
Career Opportunities. Only the Lonely.
Okay.
Dutch. Curly Sue, Home Alone 2, and Baby's Day Off.
All right.
Out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 movies that we're going to be covering over the next few months.
All right, we got the first part of the year covered.
Pretty much got the first part of the year covered here. I'm sure we're probably going to wind up bringing special guests in for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
I'm sure we could probably bring some returning guests like Brody or I'm sure Brody would love to come in and do one. We could probably get some other people as well. So I'm trying to think who else we previously had on the show. Maybe we'll reach out to Barry and see if he'll come back. So
okay. I think
I mean that legitimately. I mean that's Barry's welcome to come back.
I wonder if for Breakfast Club if we should not have George.
He was more of a
I thought he liked that one.
Yeah, he was really big into
he went a different direction, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he was really big with Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's what it was. George was really set on that one, making it further than it did. And you got to also remember, like when we did a few years ago, when we did our, the best, whatever it was. I know I had like a really awkward title for it on purpose. The greatest movie about Gen X or whatever it was.
Yeah,
the tournament
that terrible.
We did. I know. And I did that on purpose. Breakfast Club was a early loss.
Yeah, I know.
Remember from the our sisters across the pond.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're not inviting anybody from the UK back on the podcast.
Hey, but they actually did a really good job, though. I mean, it was like with some of the stuff that got through, I was like, okay, I'm kind of glad this stuff made it in.
They did, but then when it came down to it, they made the wrong choice, like most of the UK has done.
Well, there you go. Let's see. Well, So, also, I'm really curious. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to keep a count as we're doing this because John Hughes uses a lot of the same actors over and over again.
Yeah.
We're going to see just who has the biggest count of movies in all of it.
You mean appearances?
Yeah. And it may very well wind up being John Candy, but Anthony Michael Hall is in a lot of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And there's other people as well that like you see come through. It's like, oh, okay. Even sometimes if it's just little bit roles or whatever. But we'll see. We'll get the final count of how many times the different actors appeared in John Hughes movies.
Yep.
So now again, with Anthony Michael Hall, he was in The First Vacation.
Yep.
He was
the original Rusty.
He's the original Rusty, which we're not putting that one on our list, but it was written by John Hughes.
Yeah.
So that might be he was in this many plus this.
Yeah. Asterisk. I can't even talk to
asterisk.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next
6 months.
Yeah, about the first half of 2026. And
2026, year of the Hughes.
Kind of depending on if we decide to go back to a weekly or a bi-weekly, format here. I don't know. It's kind of
between this and band practice.
Well, the cool thing is that when we have band practice, it's like, well, we'll just go in here and record afterwards. So it's like we're already here. So
I guess you're right. You tricked me.
I'm getting a twofer on this one.
You tricked me. That's the only reason you got me playing drums in your band, so you can get me back over here to do more podcasts.
Well, there you go. Well, you knew we were going to come back to do this anyway, so this is kind of where we are. But it's going to be fun to go back to Shermer, Illinois, and Shermer, and back to a time when you could say
Shermer High.
Yeah, go back to a time whenever you could call somebody a retard or a faggot, and nobody got upset about it. So it's
oh no,
they didn't treat it like you were trying to you were trying to raid a Somali Leering Center or anything. So it's like
we just started. You're already. I am so sorry for him, folks.
So
I apologize. Views of Alan is not always that of the other people on the podcast. Is it, Ziggy?
Ziggy's like, I don't care. She's like, I could go to a Leering Center. I'm that smart.
She would be very lonely.
Yeah. Her and nobody else.
Wow. It's going to be a long year.
It really is. And we're just getting started. So that's what we're looking at with this beginning. And then we'll see where we're going. And the last episode that we did with the two of us and when Ariel was on here and I said something about, hey, we have kicked around, or I had talked to her, and I'm sure you want to be involved with this as well, that, which reminds me something else.
Okay.
I would really like to start just a straight up horror podcast of, covering horror movies and television shows and whatever, and I know she would really be into it. She'd be really great. Look, I love having her on here. We start talking Halloween stuff because she is so into it.
Ariel is all things Halloween and scary.
Absolutely. She is the Scream Queen.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you do realize that we're getting ready to have back-to-back Friday the 13th.
Well,
We're going to have one in February and
for
one in
Valentine's
March.
Day.
Yeah, we're going to have one in February and one in March.
We're not going to talk about the one in March.
So, but no, I thought,
do you know why we're not going to talk about
because your birthday's right around there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so yours and Corey's both. Yeah, Corey could come back on. That's
are we going to bring the leprechaun back?
Yeah, well,
because this is
on the 17th. Here's the thing: if we don't bring Corey back on here, people are going to say that we're not putting the proper gay representation out there for everything. So it is a
stop it. Poor Corey.
Corey's okay. He has proven multiple times that he can take it without any problems.
Corey, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. Mm-hmm. That's not my fault.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, but yeah, so we're going to have and I thought about that. I was like, since we're going to have back-to-back Friday the 13th, then maybe we need to actually talk some Friday the 13th or something like that. Okay. So that'll be kind of fun.
I'm good with
I know you. I know you are. And again, I guarantee you Ariel's going to be fine with it as well.
Maybe take a break from John Hughes to go visit Crystal Lake.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, Illinois, there you go.
Or I think it was actually New York.
I know, but there is a Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Oh, I know.
So it's.
I know. I know.
And I know. Well, that's the funny thing. Well, that's a whole other. Getting the Friday the 13th about how it was. Ziggy, get down.
Hold on. I know what you want.
She wants belly rubs. That's what she wants. Somebody's here. We got poker night tonight, so somebody's here. We're going to call it right now.
Yeah.
I know this is kind of a short episode for what we're doing, but it is kind of hey, we're coming back. We'll be back with a lot in the next little bit.
I know we promised that in the past, but it's true this time.
Well, we actually have a plan this time rather than just,
That is true.
So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for the Project Gen X. Go and check out all of our socials, although they've kind of been silent lately.
Yeah.
But we'll start ramping that back up. So, go check out all that stuff. We will see you next time for the Project Gen X podcast. I'm Alan Smith.
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
We will see you next time.
See ya.